Guys, it's Dr. Bree and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video because this is the ultimate guide in passing Capella's RN to BSN program FlexPath in less than 3 months. I'm going to give you guys 3 top secrets that I use to pass the program, to be successful, and then to move on and further my nursing career. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'll give out a 4th secret that can help you to maximize your time and how to be successful in the program. So let's get started. Okay, my first biggest tip in passing the program is using your competency map. So whenever you're doing the FlexPath program, they have a competency map, which is basically what your papers will be graded from. This is also known as like a rubric. So when you go to your competency map, you'll see different colors. You'll see red, yellow, light green, and dark green. You want to stay in the dark green and light green areas by looking at what they're looking for. It'll help gear you to looking for your research, and it will also help you to brainstorm and write a paper. So whenever you're transitioning, you hear these new words like evidence-based practice, and it took me a while to understand what that meant and what was going on. Basically, what evidence-based practice is basically people did research for it and it proves that it works. You're not going to a site like WebMD or Wikipedia or joeshealthresources.com. You're going to eligible sites. A lot of times this comes from the library database when it's coming from StatPearls, which is by the government, also by NCBIs, has a lot. And a lot of times when they say peer-reviewed articles, those are your evidence-based research articles that you want to hold on to. Now you have your competency map, you're looking at it, and it's kind of like, how do I understand the jargon? What do they really want from me? So let's say that your paper is on polypharmacy and you go onto your competency map and you look in the dark green and it says, analyze the effects of polypharmacy and long-term care residents. So when you're looking at that, sometimes it's like, what does that mean? Where do I even start? You want to use those keywords like polypharmacy, get some information on that, get some articles on that. That's like 3 to 5 years old to make sure that it's relevant. Long-term care residents, you can do long-term care residents, or if they're in the nursing home, or if they're assisted living, or if they're living in general population. So now you've got some more topics that you can brainstorm. You can merge off to get to your word count and get to your paper count. So now when you're looking into this, you'll get all this information. What I used to do is I used to write it down on a notebook. There's so many great resources now. You can use Notability. It's an app on the iPad, also on the iPhone. You have to pay for it, but it's a great app. I definitely recommend the app. I used it in grad school. When you're going into that and you're collecting your research, now you have these evidence-based articles that they're looking for. You're gonna read them, you're gonna rephrase them, and you're gonna cite them, and now you're hitting off your competency blocks. So now you've hit that in the 1 or 2 paragraphs or the 1 or 2 pages of your paper. So when your instructor is grading your paper, you're hitting those. And a lot of times when I would do my paragraph, I would say, polypharmacy affects long-term residents by, and then I would leave it by the evidence that I have. So when my instructor is reading my paper and they're checking off their competency block for me, they can see that I hit those points. So it's an instant guarantee that I'm going to pass that paper, and it's an instant guarantee that I'm going to hit what they're looking for. The second most important tip, a lot of times people ask me, who should I pick as my professor? What instructor should I use? My biggest tip for that, if you're looking for instructors, is always to go to ratetomyprofessor.com. This is just a database where students rate their professors, and it's real accurate reviews of their professors. But you have to remember, with FlexPath, it's self-guided. So technically you're kind of like your own teacher in a way. So the biggest thing is to use the competency map. Don't worry too much about your instructors, but the biggest thing that you can use is Rate My Professor. But if you follow your competency maps, that won't even be an issue. The third biggest tip that I have is to make sure that you organize your time. Organization is so important, especially if you're trying to hit big deadlines and if you want to get it done in 3 months. I used to organize my day to the T because I had a goal that I wanted to get done in time so I could get into nurse practitioner school. So you want to make sure that you're able to sacrifice some different things to do your work. For example, I didn't have a big social life because I was like, I want to go into nurse practitioner school. This is my deadline. I need to write papers. So I gave up a social life to write papers. Sometimes it's different from different people. If you're a full-time parent, if you have that support system, such as grandparents, other parents, or relatives, then use your support system, maximize your resources. Also, if you're working full-time, using some of the times when you have that downtime to get research. And I'm telling you, if you use the competency map, you won't be spending hours in research. I used to spend hours in research because I didn't really understand how to formulate a paper. But that is the biggest secret. Use the competency map as your outline for your paper. And the fourth most top secret that I want to give you guys, if you stay tuned to this video, that means you must be really serious about passing Capella's RN to BSN program, and I want to help you guys pass the program. It's a really, really great program. It set the tone for me for my nurse practitioner and then into my doctorate of nursing practice. And in today, as I still do research, it set the tone for me. So the fourth most important tip that you can use now is use the resources of AI. AI has really just changed the dynamic of coming up with ideas. You feel like you have a topic and you're using your competency map and you're looking into the library and you're organizing your time and you're like, I still don't know where I need to start. There are a lot of AI programs that you can use to come up with a topic. Now, when you are using these resources, this is just to get your gears gearing. It's not to write the paper for you because you know you have to go through like the plagiarism. This is just to help you get the gears going, to get the brainstorming, to get you moving forward. So yeah, use AI as your advantage to help you with coming up with some of your topics. Or if you write up a paragraph and you're like, I need somebody to revise and edit it, you know, I got the free version of Grammarly, but it's still not giving me what I need to do. Send it through AI so they can tweak it for you and to see where are you failing in the grammar, punctuation, structure of your sentence. AI wasn't out when I was going to the RN to BSN. I'm seeing how people are using AI to be more structured with their writing, and it helps to provide some clarity when you're in that brainstorming process. These are my 3 top secrets on the ultimate way to pass Capella's RN to BSN program. If you have any secrets, please put them below. If you have any questions about the program, put them below. If you like this video and these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up. I will post weekly. I'm posting weekly now, and I'm also going to be posting shorts, so check that out. Follow me on Instagram at HeyDrBree, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I wish you all the best of luck as you transition from the RN to BSN program. Bye guys.